Hey, how's it going, everyone? So I just wanted to say that I'm really happy with the Riley v. California case. It was a Supreme Court case that ruled unanimously, which is rare, that it's 9-0, in favor of protecting cell phones generally from police searches without a warrant. And this had been a hot debate for a while because police and the executive agencies and branches were trying to say, oh, well, we need to see inside someone's cell phone because there could be evidence of the crime, or they could try to call their other, friends to fight, or they could try to destroy evidence, maybe use remote destruction techniques or something like that. And the Supreme Court justices were like, no. And it's kind of scary to think about it this way, but the justices are probably thinking this way because they have a personal connection to it. All of them probably sat and looked at each other like, oh crap, what's on my cell phone? If I were to be arrested for like some misdemeanor charge or any arrestable offense, and they're probably like, oh, like maybe there's nudies, or maybe there was something revealing about, political, sexual, anything, some sort of orientation that is protected class otherwise. And so I think that the Supreme Court justices were all thinking about themselves in that way, and that's how come it went that way. And I really kind of see this personalized ruling methodology, especially when you look at the Hobby Lobby case too. When you look at the Hobby Lobby case, and it was the five male uh, justices who put the case 5-4. Now, don't get me wrong. I think that was the Hobby Lobby case was generally a good concept in getting government out of people's lives and decision making. Is it based on good reasoning? Based on the precedent? No. It's pretty flimsy reasoning compared to other stuff. Is it consistently applied? Yes, technically, because as much as they can't apply, women don't have to be bought the contraceptives that are destructive of the embryo. Saying that a guy that a guy can have Viagra doesn't preclude a woman from getting something that is based on arousal dysfunction. Logically applied, it applies to both men and women. But again, Hobby Lobby was only applying to closely held corporations. The reasoning is kind of flimsy when you consider all the things that the government forces businesses to do, especially what could be within the religious-oriented realm. But you really see, just taking these cases together, that justices are not really looking at case law or precedent or anything. It's like they're just looking at themselves in the mirror and saying, how do I feel like, I'm going to roll these days? Especially when you consider just how crazy and, and changing the case law has been at the Supreme Court, and Congress has ruled, and how the executive branch just basically flouts anything that comes out of either branch of government. It really is a kangaroo system, all in all. It's just a giant kangaroo system that doesn't pay attention to um, anyone's desires except those who have the most money and the most control. And that includes people who are connected with the historical central banking system and the military-industrial complex, sadly, for the rest of us. Um, but yeah, coming back to the first point, man, that's really great to know that at least selfishly it seems like the justices were like, huh, maybe if our cell phones got searched just because of any flimsy arrest or whatever, it would reveal some stuff that we would not want revealed. So, fortunately, generally speaking, except for, they're going to say exigent circumstances, whatever police want to make it then, you can't just have your cell phone searched just because the police officer's like, oh, you have an expired, this or that, we're going to arrest you, or some other stupid misdemeanor, and they want to use that as a means to go through your cell phone and find whatever dirt they can find, which would be terrifying for a lot of people because there could be so much stuff taken out of context, texts from a year ago, or something on Facebook they try to get into in our old emails, or even spam emails that you got. They look at this like, oh, you're a terrorist now, even though it was some like Nigerian things, being sent to you. But crazy stuff. But at least there's a little glimpse, a little glint of liberty being protected in America in some respect, even though it's all going down the tubes otherwise. All right, thanks, guys, and I'll talk to you later.